The ancient Egyptians. Ancient Egypt was a civilization of ancient Africa. Their way of life is very interesting, and many people have spent their time and energy to be able to get insight into their way of life. The discoveries range from finding out how they treat the dead and what they worship. The mummy. Ancient Egyptians believed so much in the afterlife that they performed certain procedures on a dead body so they can reach the afterlife. They would remove the organs in the body, and they would place the organs in canopic jars. They also remove any sort of moisture from the body by placing powdered salt on the body for 35 to 40 days. After the drying process, they would fill the body with linen and the family would be ready to wrap the body. This process takes up to 70 days to complete. After the mummy is ready, it would be taken to the tomb, its final resting place. Canopic jars. Canopic jars were used to store organs that were taken from a dead person's body. This was an act of respect to the god of the sky Horus. They also believed that the deceased would reach the afterlife when this act is done. There were 4 types of jars. Imesti had a human head carved on it. It stored the liver, had a falcon's head. It stored the intestines. Hapi had a baboon's head. It stored the lungs. Duamatef had a jackal. It stored the stomach. Tutankhamun. King Tutankhamun's mummy is so well known. It was found in the Valley of Kings on the 16th of February, 1923. It is estimated that his body had been there for 3,000 years. His place of rest was covered in gold and had gifts in it for the afterlife. Animals. Animals were important in the Egyptian community. They were even worshipped. They were highly regarded as they were thought to be incarnations of the gods. Cats were the most highly regarded. No one was allowed to harm cats. If a person is seen harming a cat, harsh penalties would follow, and it might lead to death. They sacrificed the cats to the gods to control the population. Some important animals include dogs, hawks, lions, and baboons. They would be kept at home. Cat goddess. The love for cats and the importance they had was represented by a goddess. This goddess was half cat and half woman. Goddess Bastet was believed to protect the home from evil spirits, disease, and protected the women and children of the household. Equality. This community stood out compared to others. Women were legally equal to men. They were allowed to have powerful positions in society. They were also allowed to own property. Some jobs were reserved only for women, jobs such as singing, professional mourner, and many more. However, there were exceptions to this. Some powerful positions were reserved for men unless a woman marries a man that's in power, or if the woman comes from a family of power. Board games. The ancient Egyptians loved playing board games. Some of the games they used to play are Senet, Game of Passing, and Mayhen, Coiled One. The board resembles a coiled snake. Some of these games date back to 5,000 years ago. These games would be put in tombs so the deceased can play them in the afterlife. Makeup powers. They produced the makeup as they would grind up elements such as malachite into a paste, and then they would use tools made from bone or wood to apply the paste around their eyes. They believed that makeup protected them from the god Horus, and Ra research shows that the eyeliner they wore reduced eye infections as it contained lead. The Rosetta Stone. This stone was discovered in 1799. It is a key to understanding the formal writing system used in ancient Egypt. The top and middle segments were written in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, formal writing system used in ancient Egypt, and the bottom segment in ancient Greek. This allowed us to understand more about the ancient Egyptians. It is now on display at the British Museum in London.